Hello everybody and welcome back to Hollow Knight. My name is Xinixia and we have just finished beating the second boss, Hornet. Came back and bought a few things. Sat down on this lovely bench and apparently fell asleep. So we're gonna wake ourselves up and mosey on down. Mosey on? Who says that? And move back down to... Actually, we're gonna go into the Forgotten Crossroads first. Ignore this person because he annoys me. This is a new person. Hail thing. You wear that nail with ease. If you're in search of combat, you'll find no greater warriors in this decaying burrow. I've heard an arena exists somewhere below. One built for our like. Meet me there and we'll test what skills you possess. I'll be heading down soon. Come and find me if you dare. Tyso, by Tyso Spencer. I have an option turned on which will credit the Kickstarter backers, because this game was kickstarted, and a lot of the characters in it were sort of partially designed or ideas were come up with, but by the backers, which I think is really cool. And so it'll come up in the bottom left if it's credited to someone, if it's not the game designers themselves that have made this character. It'll say by that person, which I think is kind of cool. There's nothing for me to do over there yet, so let's just jump straight down. Got myself a coffee now as well, to help with my throat and nose issues, so I'll hopefully be sniffing and making silly noises a little less. We'll see how it goes. Okay, get a little more comfortable. There we are. Lovely. Now, we want to go somewhere. Let me have a look here. If you double tap the tab button, it brings up the big map. I just need to try and remember exactly where it is we want to go next. I know there's a lot of areas of Green Path we haven't gone to yet, but I actually think it is Green Path we want to go to. And then just straight down as soon as we go in. Because we need to collect another upgrade now. And yes, I think that's what we have to do. And then we can move on to the next area, which is another one of my favorite areas of the game. Oh, and while we're here, we can go and collect some of our prizes from the grub father. Bad joke, sorry. Come on, Grubfather. Lots of Geo. Yes. 2, 3. Oh. And now we get a mask piece. Excellent. So it's absolutely worthwhile collecting these grubs, as you can see. Not only because they're cute and you can see them popping up in the background and over here and waving at you and saying hello, and being the cutest things ever in any game, but also because you get really good rewards for it. Like, really worthwhile. I want to just kind of fall down here without... Oh my word. Oh dear. Okay, that didn't work as I intended to. Ignore what I just said. There we go. We want to go in here. There are a few enemies in the game that are permanently dead once you kill them once, and this annoying dude over here is one of them, thankfully. I'll just be heading over here. I need to remember that I've got the dash now. And start using it a little bit more. And I've gone the wrong way. Awesome. Oh. That was just poor. As I said, there's thankfully no instant deaths in this game. So falling in acid or falling on spikes and stuff like that isn't too big of an issue. just check my map really quickly. Yeah, we want to keep going left and then down. Lovely. Hang on, I think we can get these. Whoop! I got one. Maybe two. You just need to kill everything to fill up the bestiary, you know? I'm not just being cruel, I promise. Oh. That was either very good or very bad aim, depending on how you want to look at it. We can actually go up and left here now. Let's have a look at this. Heal up first. I've been an idiot so far. Okay. Oh, it's just too high. Ow. Anything of interest here? Just one of those things. Is that it? Looks like it. And a sort of shortcut to get through here, but this is actually not where I want to be going. Oh, yeah, try not to run into them as well. The dash can be really useful for catching them, but try not to overuse it or you'll dash straight into their face like I just did there. Ow. Now we've unlocked the shortcut here as well. Double check I'm going the right way still. Yes. Oh, I should heal up again. God, I've been playing pretty badly in this episode so far. That's not a good sign. Things to come. Well, it's because I'm trying to move too fast rather than taking my time to kill things. These do recharge as well, it's worth noting. So if you feel like you shouldn't use them, you should. Because they will respawn. Yeah, and left here and down. Or refill rather than respawn, because they don't disappear. Yeah. Because we just came in here, went to the... Yeah, this is the right way. Those things are annoying. You don't want to even try and kill those things up here. You can stand here and shoot those back at them, like that, if you want, but it's really not worth it. But otherwise just avoid them, because if you try and get close to them, they disappear and become invincible. Okay. Is it over here? Oh. I apologize for the background noise. I have my window open and I live near the shore. Near the dock, and there's ferries that leave at about 2 o'clock. So every time it's just after 2 o'clock, that happens. Apologies. Now there's a big one of these things. You see this here? You can fight him if you want. You don't really get much for it though. Come on. Oh, Jesus. Yep. I always forget how annoying he is. He's exceptionally annoying. Because he does the jumping thing, which none of the other ones do. The best tactic is not to react too quickly with this one. See what he's doing first, and then dodge appropriately. Because if you just jump as soon as you see... Okay, maybe a little faster than that. Oh, dear. That was bad. I'm sorry about that. If you just try and jump as soon as... And we're back up here as well. If you just try and jump as soon as he appears, he may well be doing the jump himself, and then he'll just collide with you. So it's about a little bit of patience and timing there. And now we need to get all the way back to there, which is lovely. We'll take the stag this time and approach him from the other side, because I think that's faster. And we'll just rest here as well, so we don't have to do that again. Okay. We have to go and get our shade back now, unfortunately, so I do have to go back there. Ah, goodness sake. Hopefully without injuring myself too much in the process. I forgot we hadn't even unlocked that. Right. Yes. And you can see already how much faster we can traverse the areas here just because of the one upgrade. Now, I still can't get over there. You may be thinking I can get over there now with the Mothwing Cloak, but I can't. That was very slow. Can't yet. I need another upgrade for that. 2 upgrades, I think, actually. Okay, are we almost there yet? Yes, good. Yeah, this was definitely faster. And we won't bother fighting that thing. As I say, it just drops a bunch of coins, a bunch of geo. It doesn't actually give you anything useful. I'll stop at this bench now as well. Which I should have done last time, really. It's very bad to not stop at benches when you see them. Otherwise you end up having to backtrack as much as I just did there. Which has only taken us about a minute, but still. It gets a bit tedious after a while. No, we're going this way to get our stuff back. Where is it? I can hear it. Oh, there it is. Awesome. Oh, great! Run, 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 run. Yeah, I think we're just going to ignore it now, basically. I'll come back later when I'm really powerful. And I'll just kill him in like 3 shots. Oh! Sake. Also, when you're in Green Path, don't just jump from a great height and hope that you'll land on something. It doesn't work. Where am I now? Down. Ooh, there's a chest up there. Now these things, you can jump on their heads like this. Down slashing and hitting the left key. As much as possible. Free gold. Or free geo, I should say. Why is there always one that lands on that lip, which is impossible to get? Okay. There's a grub up there. This is much harder than it looks. Ooh, that was lucky. If we'd fallen on the acid there, we would have had to do that again. Thankfully, I made that look reasonably easy. But it's really not. Now, I don't think there's any further I can go now. I think I need another... Yeah, I need to be able to wall jump to get past there. But there's more stuff to find in this room. And I think there's a path to another place. Further ahead. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh. Again, quite lucky there. There's no easy way of getting back now. The really annoying thing about these rooms is if you screw them up completely, then you die, then your shade will still be in the middle when you come back for it, so you still have to go and... Hang on, I'm just going to jump over. Or maybe I'm not. So you still have to go all the way back. And get it. So if you're out there, you have to get back somehow. More geo. Of course, something you should never complain about. Except when it flies off and falls into the acid, of course. Then you can complain as much as you want. Okay, this is just an extra... Oh gosh. An extra area you can come to and get some upgrades. Easy to miss, of course, if you're not paying attention to the map. I think it took me ages, actually, before I found this guy. Oh, goodness. I have to walk past him to get back. He does die permanently, though. If you kill him once, he's dead for good. Okay. So now we want to head down. And you can jump on that guy's head, or you can just zap across like this. There we go. Now, as you can see, we've got these lovely looking bubbles around, and we're going to a new area. It's an interesting area, this one. Fog Canyon. Because you're actually just passing through it at the moment. There's nothing much to do in this area right now. Little tip, never kill these big ones. I will show you why, and I will show you why once. Because it does that! And that takes 2 bits of health off you. 2, not 1, 2. Now, this is something that is still to this day perplexes me. I can hear him, but I have absolutely no idea how you get to him. Because there's this thing in the way, which we'll talk about much later, like in 15 hours. Sorry. In about 15 hours or so, we'll talk about how to get through this thing. And you can see his paper trail leading over to the right there. Once again, never kill these things. Just leave them be. Jump over them. But yeah, we can't get past that. And then by the time you've got there, and I still haven't actually ever got to the place where he's sitting. I just miss him, and then he has to sell me his map later. And these jellyfish are exceptionally irritating. Never kill the big ones. I'm going to keep saying it. Mostly to remind myself. Whew, that was close. And down here. Keep going. Follow the signs for the stag station here. Avoid enemies as much as possible, except the little ones. The little ones are fine. They're good for getting your... for getting your soul back. Try not to die. Although I completely understand if you do, especially if you decide to kill some of these big ones. There we go. And we get down to the stag station. Lovely. Now this is a big stag station, called the Queen's Station, which is very cool. There's one of these here, which you can't get to yet, because you need to pass through here, and you need the wall jump in order to do that. Excuse the sniffing. Now, over here is the stag himself. Just have a rest so we don't have to go through Fog Canyon again for a while. Now, you'll find these things all over the place, the tall machines. They're not all just for the stags and things. You'll find some for lots of other different things. So it's always worthwhile saving up your geo. In case you come across one of these. Because they spring up quite randomly. So I'm just taking a drink of coffee. I don't need the stag. But all fast travel is good fast travel. Because when you die and fuck up and end up going back somewhere, it's just invaluable. Now, there's also an area you can go to here. Where you have another little NPC here. A sort of giraffe bug thing. Come in search of treats, have you? I chanced upon a unique little fungus growing right above us. I found it only in this station, and the taste is just divine. She's actually... I don't know if there's anything you can do with Willow here. This place must once have been quite the hub, built at the border between two lands. That misty drop to one side and those bulbous growths to another. Neither place seems particularly welcoming, so while my little treats last, I think I shall stay right here. She doesn't say anything, she doesn't do anything. And as from what I've understood, there's nothing you can do much here. You can eventually get up there and see the mushroomy treats that she's talking about. But the NPC herself doesn't do much. Okay. Now, I think there should be another person to talk to here, but maybe he's not here yet. No, I think maybe he's not here yet. That's fine. He'll be here later. Because there's NPCs that pop up all over the place that you don't always see them. So we're now in the Fungal Waste, where we have another entirely different biome. As you can see, we've got lots of fungus growing around the place, and a whole new set of enemies to die to. Oh, there's pages already, which is nice.
These things are fairly harmless. Which is nice. I like harmless enemies. Makes them easy to kill. So we'll head down here because we're following the trail of paper to try and get the map as soon as possible. That's always should be your first priority. Is get the map. Now he is under here. Here he is. Ah, my short friend, you've caught me at the perfect time. I'm just about finished charting these noxious caverns. Very territorial types make their homes within this area. I'd suggest avoiding them where possible. Further below, some strange, thin creatures gave me quite a scare. They seemed an intelligent bunch. In my youth, I'd have braved their caves, but I fear my matured physique wouldn't be able to outrun them were they to turn violent. Purchase a map of the area? Yes, please. Okay. Now these are fun. They're bouncy fungus where you can down slash them. If you just jump on them, they don't really give you much height. Down slash them, and they'll propel you into the air or to the side. Whichever you prefer. There we go. Careful, mind the roaming fungus. They're a tiny bit annoying. They do just wander around though, so they're not too threatening. Cannot go through here yet. These ones are also annoying, because they're another one of these ones that explode. Be careful. Can't go through here yet either. Okay, so we've come the wrong way, which is fine. Perfectly allowed. At least by my standards. This isn't a speed run. There are speedrun achievements in this game, though. I think it's... The first one is... There's 2 speedrun achievements. One is 20 hours completion. The other one is 10. Hang on. Let's just avoid him at the moment. We don't need to kill him. Now, we've seen these before. Oh, they're nice and easy. This is just another skin for the same... Oh, my word. The same enemy that we just saw earlier. The exploding ones. It's exactly the same thing. It's just the mushrooms are on a different place on the body. But it's literally the same as the exploding enemy that we saw in Green Path. So no need to worry there, really. They just look a tiny bit different. So as you can see, this is what the fungal wastes looks like a little bit. And we're going to be passing through here to the next area soon, but there is a place we need to visit first. Those are the worst. Avoid them at all costs. Yeah, that explosion will do 2 damage to you. And they take far too many hits, in my opinion, to kill. What was that, 5? I don't know what this is. This is a thing which I think is a secret that I need to work out, or Google, one of the two. Because there's a few of them around, in like slightly out of the way locations. Just move as fast as you can when those things start shooting at you. Don't even bother trying to face them. It's not worth it. Now, this suspicious looking giant mushroom makes a really funny noise, but he's also exceptionally annoying to fight because he moves very quickly and leaves a trail of poison behind him, apparently. I didn't realize he did that. That must be new. I don't think they used to do that. When I played back in my day, they didn't used to do that, I don't think. But yeah, again, try to avoid for the moment. The tiny little wandering mushrooms are nothing to worry about. They don't actually do anything. They don't hurt you or anything like that. They're good for replenishing soul, basically. Because they know you're going to get hit by the big mushrooms in this area. Can't get up there. Have to go this way. Get away from me. They definitely didn't do that before. That is definitely new since the last time I played this. That's exceptionally irritating. Tips for fighting those? Move as fast as you can, basically. And don't let them hit you, and don't stand directly behind them. Yeah, basically like that. Oh my word, no. There we go. Basically what I did on that last one there. Without the falling down the gap afterwards. I don't think there's anything up in this corner. I think it's just another couple of mushrooms. Yeah. Nothing worthwhile. This is just an area that you have to wander around to unlock a door, I think. It's a very strange room, basically. Yeah, you have to unlock this door here. Basically just forcing you to fight a bunch of mushrooms. For progression's sake. Speaking of fighting a bunch of mushrooms, this may or may not go well. Now, you can't bounce on their heads, this is worth noting. And, yeah, the head-banging mushrooms are the worst. There's another one behind me, I can see that, but focus down the first one first while you can. This is hard. Oh my word, I didn't mean to jump into the wall there. Oh, I'm gonna die, aren't I? Death by head-banging mushroom. Yep, there we go. Yeah, these guys are pretty hard. When you still don't have any nail upgrades. Not too far to walk, though. Okay, let's head on back. Try not to die so stupidly this time. And maybe we can get our upgrade before finishing the episode. That would be very nice. I like to make sure there's some progression in each episode, so it's not just, well, I died a lot. Have fun watching. Basically. Okay, so we head... Once that's finished... we head this way. Just avoid... Oh, really? I dispute that. Just gonna head this way, basically. As fast as possible. There we go. Say, don't waste any time in this area. If you get hit by those things, it's disastrous. They do two points of damage. Okay, good. At least they've been kind enough to leave the shade waiting for me outside that area. So I don't have to go in and fight the shade and the mushrooms at the same time. Okay. Stay on this side of it is a good idea. You don't actually have to fight that many of these in the game as a whole. And don't land on the stuff they spew out. Just... Oh my goodness, I'm gonna... Oh, that should have hit me. I feel that something there should have hit me. I got very lucky. Ah, not so much there. There we go, good, good. If I just have to fight the one, then we should be fine. Should be. Of course, no promises, but when he's doing that, it's a good time to heal. Oh, a little bit of audio glitch there. That'll happen from time to time. That hurt me. That looks painful. There we go. Much better that time. We got a charm notch as well. These are very valuable. That allows you to put more charms on, basically. And I haven't actually put the Gathering Swarm charm on. I really should do that. Completely forgot about it in the last episode. Okay. Now. Yes, we want to go this way and round it down. But if I remember correctly, I'm just going to take a quick detour up. Because I believe that there's a bench up here. If memory serves. It's a very pretty acid waterfalls and stuff as well. I think over here there's a bench along with a very weird person. Yes, this is a bench. It doesn't look like a bench, but it's a bench. I'm going to speak to the very weird person. Perfect. Okay, so now we've got the Gathering Swarm. We don't need to worry about collecting Geo. It'll just fly to us. Hello.
Don't try to sneak past me. I can smell you. Do you collect a lot of Geo? Give me Geo and you can see something nice.
I told you he was a creepy guy. Pay to see something nice. His name is Leg Eater as well. Pay to see something nice. Well, let's pay to see something nice. It's like those kind of dirty old men that you find in alleyways.
Let me show you them. Take a look. Do you want them? If you really, really want them, I'll trade them for more Geo. More Geo.
He sells these fragile charms, despite sounding all creepy. These are actually really useful later on in the game. They're fragile charms which increase either your health, your geo production, I suppose, or your damage. They are called fragile charms because if you use them and you die, they break. And then you have to come back and get them repaired by him. However, there's this part later on where you don't actually die if you lose. So they're very useful for that, but we'll come back to that. Right now, they're not very useful. But the bench is very useful. Okay, whoa, careful now. Don't take any unnecessary damage. Oh god, mushrooms. So yeah, we're getting there now. We are almost at the area that I've been trying to get to. I'm going to avoid the mushrooms, though, because they're probably just going to hurt me. Rather than actually providing anything useful. Nice. And you can see those flying things are now collecting the geo for me, so I don't ever need to think about that again. Unless I unequip the notch, which I may do later. Nope, nope, nope. Absolutely not. Get away from me. What's over to the right here? Hang on, I'm curious now because I don't necessarily remember everything. I know roughly where everything is, but I will forget some of the specifics. Oh yes, this is this. This is something for use much later. We remember the Elder. Yeah, this is for later on. It's pretty cool though. I like those things. That's for a lot later in the game. Oh. Friendly person. Welsh. Let's try Welsh. Cloth by Noah Sturtridge. Aha! The tiny steps of a tiny creature. You've got the look of an adventurer, so we've much in common. I'm not very good at Welsh. We'll try. Well, it'll get better. It'll get better. Searching for dangerous places, aye. Well, you're on the right track. This is going more Geordie now again. Long-necked critter warned me of a tribe deeper down. Warrior sword, so she says. And I'm itching for some serious combat. It's sort of swithering between the two. It'll get better. Keep sharp, my adventurous friend. Stay alive and let's meet again on the road ahead. There we go. She's lovely. We will meet her again later on. Oh, that's not a bounce. I forgot about that. Sometimes they look like bounces and they're not. And now we get to the lovely bouncing across acid section, which caused me much pain and suffering when I first played the game. Okay. Hup. Hup. Now this is just a shortcut, so you don't have to do that bit again, basically. It's a bit of a weird shortcut, if you ask me, but it's there. Okay. Don't necessarily remember what's below all of this. Okay, so we're almost there, we're almost there. Ah, hello, it's our friend Hornet again. Now, that is the way that we need to go, but not just yet. We need something first before we can go that way. Ow. Ow. Heal up. Full souls. Silly not to heal up. Now, these are actually bounces that you don't want to... Okay. That worked, surprisingly. So these totem poles in the foreground look very, not ominous at all, don't they? Doesn't look scary in the slightest. Now be very careful here, because I thought this person was an NPC to start with. So I went up and went, oh hello, and then they attacked me and killed me very quickly. They are very hard to fight because they move very quickly and take several hits. Don't think that they're easy just because I make them look easy. These ones are pretty easy. They do attack you, but it's best that you kill them before they get a chance to do so. So these are the praying mantises. They are a warrior tribe, and they're not actually affected by the rot that's kind of causing all of the other bugs in the kingdom to go crazy and attack everything. Now what happened there, you hear that metallic slash, it doesn't happen very often. That's actually a parry. If you time your attacks right, you can actually parry some enemies. Oh, there's one still alive. I thought you were dead. Which is kind of cool. And very useful in some of the enemies, for some of the enemies later on. But yeah, so these mantises are actually immune to the rot thing, whatever it's called. And they're just assholes, basically. Well, they're not actually assholes. They're very friendly when they respect you. But if they don't respect you, they will just kill you. Or try to kill you. So we're going to now basically go and try and gain their respect. Wanderers seeking death, welcome. May you find swift end upon our claws. That's pretty much what I was talking about. Warrior tribe, gonna kill you if you're not careful. So we're gonna go and try and earn their respect. If we can't... Ah! See, when you can't get above them, they are much, much harder. There is a way you can just sort of cheese it, though. Just heal up quickly. Because once you've got the Mothwing Cloak, you can actually attack and dodge away. Okay, attack and dodge away is the idea. I now can't get back up there, though. However, bench, excellent. There we go. Attack and dodge. So don't stand in front of them for too long. If that wasn't obvious. And only take on one at a time, if possible. Because they will absolutely wreck your shit if you're not careful. Ah! Attack and run. Ah, didn't make it fast enough that time. See, even now when I've been playing this for so long, they're still getting me quite a lot, unfortunately. Alright, so we're now in the Mantis village. Hang on, can I actually... I can get up here. There we go. And there's an item that we want to get here. Ow! There we go. Which we will find in the next room. Or actually, it's in this room, but it's further on. You have to complete a jumping puzzle sort of thing. Ah, you sneaky mantis larva. Question, do mantis larvae actually fly around like that? I don't think I've ever seen one. And I can't be bothered oh dear. Ah, this is gonna end badly. Oh, I had to actually come this way first anyway. Well, that's fine. Maybe it was a good thing I fell. Ow. Oh. I'm kind of cheating here. I don't like this. It's not honourable. The mantis will never respect me for that. Right, now we go back up and jump around. Oh, come on. Pay attention when you're jumping. Come on, you're just wasting time now. Yeah, we're running a little over time on this episode, but that's fine. We may be closer to an hour on this one, depending on how long it takes me to do the next part that I want to do. Okay, now jump carefully. There we go. Precision. This is how you're supposed to play this game. They take a lot of... Here we go. This is the item I want. So we can now wall jump. We've taken the Mantis Claw. Press Z while sliding against a wall to jump again. Jump from wall to wall to reach new areas. So we've immediately got a much... We're now just much better at moving around the place. Quite simply. Now, there's one more thing I could possibly end the episode here, but there's one more thing I want to try before we do that. And it's not something you actually need to do or are supposed to do right now. But I'm feeling a tiny bit cocky. And I want to give it a shot. What does this say? The truce remains. Our vigil holds. The beasts are kept at bay. So these guys are actually here watching over something, basically. They're keeping something locked in somewhere, is what you're supposed to get from that. Careful with the spikes there. There we go. Oh. Yeah, we're not going to go for that, I don't think. I'll probably just die. So I wanted to hit this. Because that rumbling has now opened a new area. Where I want to go and fight something. So see this floor, how that floor was open earlier. Was closed earlier, excuse me. It's open now. So we can now fall in here. And complete the Mantis's Gauntlet. I don't think that's what it's actually called, but that's what I'm calling it. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Is this where we... oh, goodness. Ow. You can't go... remember, you can't move... oh, dear. Oh, dear. Alright, well, the big one's leaving me alone at the moment, at least. That's very nice of him. Ah, I'm too close, I'm too close. Kill him! So it's basically a whole jumping around and unlocking doors kind of a deal. I'm trying to be a bit more careful than I'm being, basically. And now we play Super Meat Boy. For a few minutes. Not as bad, there's a much, much bigger Super Meat Boy section later on. Seeing as we're here. Oh, yeah, that's a... this confused me a little bit as well, because this looks like... oh, gosh. That looks like a door, a wall, rather. This big black thing here. So I didn't realize until the thing attacked me before that you could walk through there, and it took me ages to find. And you can also kind of cheat here, which is a little bit unfair. You can kill this dude through the floor. I know, I know. And this is the point, this is the part here that you're not supposed to do right now. But as I said, I'm feeling a little bit cocky. If I die, I die. But the great thing is that they don't immediately attack you next time you come back. See, because this is what they're protecting. You're not allowed to go in here at the moment. They won't let you. You need to earn their respect. So we're going to challenge them. It's going to potentially be a mistake. So we got the Mantis Lords, who are very fast moving, but they only got 3 attacks. Oh dear. Good start. They've only got 3 attacks, which is, one of them is hold on to the wall and throw a big spinning thing at you. One of them is that. I just need to remember them all. That's it. We've got the 3, and the other one is the stand above you and that one. They're all very easy to dodge. I know I haven't been showing that very well so far. They are quite easy to dodge. I'm going to go a little bit quiet now because it is very fast moving. Oh, Jesus. Well, we'll just heal up a bit then. Well, we shouldn't have healed up. Yeah, healing is very difficult in this section. 1 heal is all you're going to get at any point. Oh, that was fast. Yeah, that was very silly. I love the music in this part as well. It's all harpsichord. Oh, what a stupid way. Oh, I thought I died there. Oh, no, we're okay. No! That was a very stupid way to die. Okay, okay. And now we're back with our friend here. So I gave that a shot at least. We don't have to come back to do that later. I'll probably go... I might go back and try it again next episode, but I might just carry on with what we're supposed to be doing right now. But either way, we're going to finish this episode here. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please feel free to leave a like down below. It helps out a great deal. And if you want to see more of this sort of content, then subscribe to the channel and you'll get almost daily updates from me. thanks very much again. Enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, day or night, whatever you're having. Bye-bye.